Alright, this is Andrew with Joda Home Inspection. Today is January 16th, 2025. We're at 5133 West, 5400 South, and we have the camera pushed out 90 feet to the city connection. Now we're going to record it and pull it back and see what we find. So 90 feet, that's a fairly average length of a sewer line. Average length that I see is around 100 feet, so pretty typical length. This first connection point is called the nose on. This is where it goes from your lateral line into the main city line. Looks like a decent connection there. A little bit rough. I had a little bit of a hard time making this turn because you had a little bit of an offset where the pipe is slipped, and now you have that little ridge. And so that is a spot where waste could get stuck. And if enough waste got stuck, that could lead to a blockage where it backs up towards the house. But always a good sign when you don't have any waste caught on it. And I think part of the reason my camera was getting hung up is because, you know, my camera comes around that turn and gets pushed right into that offset. This is clay pipe so far. Pretty common for 70s construction. And on the top of the pipe, that's a sewer clean out, so that's an access point. Honestly, at that distance, that could be out in the road or very close. In either case, I didn't see one. It could be cut off and buried. And now we're transitioning to plastic. This looks like PVC, SDR. This is what they use on most new construction. So there's a good chance this has been replaced. No standing water so far, which is great. That indicates that you have proper grade. A little bit of buildup, but not too bad. And then it looks like you have a small section of probably Orangeburg. Orangeburg was very commonly used in Kearns. They used a ton of it in the 50s. I know the city came out and replaced a lot of the lines. Not the city itself, it was Kearns Improvement District, KID. They came out and replaced a lot of the lines for people, and that's likely why you have that newer line. Looks like you only have this small section of Orangeburg that I found so far, but the issue with it is it's kind of like cardboard, and over time it would compress and get very flat like a pancake, and then waste couldn't flow through it normally. And so that's why the city came in and replaced so many of them, because just house after house was having issues with them. And so they set up a crew to come through and replace them for people, which is great. But they usually do it out. They access the line outside the foundation, and so that's probably where it goes through the foundation where you have that piece. That's what I'm guessing. Then it transitions to ABS, which is what's used inside the house. One issue with ABS is that sometimes the glued joints inside the house can crack, and you can get moisture that leaks through the joints. You have a fair amount of it that was visible in the mechanical room, and I didn't see that issue here. This is looking really pretty good. No standing water, a little bit of buildup, but really not bad. Now we're coming back up the roof stack, which is where I accessed the sewer line, is through the roof stack. There was another access point down in the mechanical room, but there's a lot of stored items down there, and so this is a lot easier to access the line. I'm going to end this recording now.